This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Thursday, December the 6th. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, public service vehicle owners in Barbados are looking to have 100% electric-powered vehicles on the roads. Chairman of the Alliance Owners of Public Transport, Roy Raphael, says the organization is proposing a 5-year transition to fully electric-powered ZRs and minibuses.
We want to have further discussions with the government. The fact remains is that we want to engage them into a 5-year transitional period to allow us to move from fossil fuel to fully electric. It's not going to be easy because a number of areas that we have to touch on. We have to set an educational program to educate our members about electric vehicle, how it works, how it functions.
The Barbados Workers Union is objecting to a decision to pay sugar workers chosen for retrenchment by way of the National Insurance Fund. Now, following talks Tuesday with top officials of the Barbados Agricultural Management Company, Deputy General Secretary of the Union, Dwayne Paul, said the process of workers being paid severance through the NIS Fund is likely to be long and drawn out, especially for a category of employees who have already been promised much but have received little and are among the lowest paid in Barbados.
Well, we are opposed to having sugar workers to have to go through this severance arrangement through national insurance, and we don't have a clear path. Is there something at national insurance where they're going to be seeing specific officers? Is there a system set up at national insurance which will be fast-tracking their payments? And if so, who's managing it? Who's overseeing it? These details are not there. But all we are hearing is that arrangements have been made for national insurance to pay the severance. The question is when. And although, yes, in the Severance Payment Act it says that there is 2 months grace period to pay severance, we do not believe that the sugar workers, who are some of the lowest paid workers in Barbados, because we're talking about workers who have been struggling to make ends meet because they have not been able to get 5 days work, to go and now have to sit down and wait for people to have to pay them.
Paul declined to provide the number of workers who are going home, saying the union will first have to meet with the both sugar and non-sugar employees of the BAMC next Tuesday at 2 p.m. at its Solidarity House headquarters to discuss the nuts and bolts of the issue. He is also insisting that the displaced workers should be assisted financially in re-equipping themselves for alternative employment.
And the other thing that I believe should have happened and which is not being discussed or which is not being put on the table, these workers should have been given some form of retooling grant. In every land and mill study that looked at the sugar industry and looking at changing the sugar industry and reducing the complement in the sugar industry, also proposed that we look at having some mechanism for retooling these workers so that they can transition easy from what is a very specialized industry into something else.
Barbados is set to benefit from a €6 million injection over 5 years into the region's coconut sector, courtesy of the European Union. Details of this was announced Wednesday by Program Manager for Regional Cooperation and Trade for the EU delegation to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Katja Svensson.
Therefore, together with CARIFORUM, the EU have engaged closely with CARDI and with the International Trade Center, ITC, to see if we cannot continue to support the work done on the region's coconut sectors, in particular in view of the fact that this project is coming to a close at the end of this month. Now, as luck would have it, today, the 5th of December, I've just been checking on my phone. It's a wonderful thing to be able to check your emails on the phone. The decision has been taken at the highest level of the EU. So it's very, serendipitous that this workshop is held today. So in fact, we have taken a decision to continue supporting the coconut sectors for a period of 5 years, with a total budget of €6 million, which is in fact 2 million more than this original project. So we have great hopes to see a continuation of these wonderful activities and results.
Minister of Youth Adrian Ford has called on the island's young people to use the modern technology to lead an anti-bullying campaign. Speaking at a presentation ceremony for 13 successful participants in the Princess Trust International's Get Into Logistics celebration event, which gave the young people much-needed workplace training, Ford warned the youth against utilizing the technology for malfeasance or nefarious activities.
I want you to use that technology to lead a campaign which will see Barbados soar like the eagle. I want you to use that technology to catapult our country as it relates to garbage and the fact that we have an indiscriminate disposal of garbage in our country. We need to beautify Barbados. I want you to use that technology to lead an anti-littering campaign, an anti-bullying campaign. I want you to use that technology for the good, to create apps that are going to help your fellow countrymen.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Welcome back with news from the region now. The Caribbean Court of Justice issued a record 34 judgments and reasons for decisions this year. The CCJ said it's the highest number of judgments delivered in a calendar year since its inception in 2005. Throughout that period, the court also heard 28 new matters in both its original and appellate jurisdictions. With the CCJ's 2018 term ending on December the 17th, the court's last hearing for the year was a case from Barbados yesterday. That case, which was adjourned for additional information, related to the appeal of Rinaldo Aline, who is challenging his 6 life sentences after a similar number of young people died in the Campus Trench fire in 2010. And on the global front, a woman is suing Hilton Worldwide after she says she was filmed in a hotel shower without her knowledge at a Hampton Inn and Suites in Albany, New York. We hear more in this report from HLN Television.
A Chicago woman says that a Hampton Inn employee secretly videotaped her in the shower of a room and then tried to blackmail her with it. She's filed a $100 million lawsuit against the parent company, Hilton, and she claims that it's happened to other people as well. Well, the lawsuit says that the video got posted to porn sites and shared with the woman's colleagues. She alleges it was recorded at a Hampton Inn in Albany, New York in 2015. But the woman says she only learned about it a few months ago. She told ABC News.
All I could think was my life is over. You know, if this gets out, my life is absolutely over. You don't go into a hotel room and think that something like this can happen to you.
Oh, the poor thing. In a statement, Hilton said it is shocked and stunned by the allegations, and that thus far no evidence of any kind has been found during our initial review of the situation.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.